Shalom Aleichem, Baruch Habayim, Rishus, Harav Kasimov, and everyone assembled here, and Yeshikoyach, Rabbi Bisk, for the opportunity. I'll begin by speaking about the very fact that we're coming from Gimel Tammuz, and obviously to see the continuation and continuity, where we see clearly Mazar B'chaim of Hu B'chaim, and we see clearly the very fact that the Ratzon of the Rebbe was to continue of bringing Torah to the masses. And Mitzvah Torah in the largest special way is that we should be able to fill our houses with Limud Torah. We had this opportunity of making today's open house, and it's very special for all of us joining today and making the effort and joining in for this next couple of minutes. We're going to have the time to speak and to hear and to share about this beautiful shiurim that we had. We, Baruch Hashem, had already 2 full courses of the Hilchos Niddah track, and we are so honored to continue with making a chazaka in the 3rd shiur on Hilchos Niddah. I take this opportunity thanking everybody, and like I said, Divrei Bracha for all those that are here, that I suggest strongly, please join, and you'll see Tamu Ru'u Kitayv Hashem. It's Zis and it's Gishmak. The shiurim of Rabbi Kasimov are amazing, and I want to say Shekoyach Rabbi Kasimov for continuing this beautiful mahalach. And maybe we see, and we reunited, obviously, Beguf Gashmi to see the Rebbe, and our eyes should see the Rebbe. We should have Gula Mitzvah Shlema, and we should see Mazar B'chaim, Af Hu B'chaim, which is B'chaim, and we should see the Gula Shlema. Thank you for the opportunity.
Grace and Yeshikoyach, Rabbi Wilhelm. Okay, now to the Magid Shir of the Hilchos Niddah course, member of the Beis Din in Crown Heights, Rabbi Tuvia Kasimov.
Shalom Aleichem. I'll just speak a little bit about how the shiurim is structured, and there's 2 parts. There's the learning, there's the shiurim, and then there's the shimush, which is it's 2 different things. The learning can happen without the shimush. The one is not dependent on the other. The shimush is definitely depending on the learning, but the learning is not dependent on the shimush. The seder of how the learning is done is that we go through the Torah Beis Yosef, we explain all the different shittas in the Rishonim so that the Talmidim have a good understanding of the sugya. Before we get to the Shulchan Aruch, you already know a little bit what to expect from all the machlokes and the Rishonim and the Stiras, whatever it is. So we bring clarity to the background of the sugya, to the Gemaras. Then we go straight to the Shulchan Aruch, and the Shulchan Aruch includes the Neisei Kelim, the commentaries on the Shulchan Aruch, going all the way down up until the Achreinim, up until the Halacha L'Maisa. There's a big emphasis in the learning in the actual text itself, in the Shulchan Aruch, in the Torah. And this is very important because ultimately, you have to know the Shulchan Aruch, right? Taking notes in the shiurim is very important, and all the extra information in the shiurim is very important. But ultimately, it boils down to Pashat Chazering, going back and forth and back and Chazering again and again and again. The chema that you're learning, that you should be fluent and proficient in the Mechaber, the Shulchan Aruch, the Ramah, including the Neisei Kelim, the Shach and Taz. So this is something which is a big emphasis on. Then we go to the Piskei Tshuva. We discuss Shilas, Halacha L'Maisa, things that real shilas that come up, and there's a WhatsApp chat that sometimes we post real shilas on sugyas that we learned. So an actual shilah that came in, and there's a live discussion of what people would say. There's also a big focus on the 5th part of the Shulchan Aruch, which is not written, which is Teresh Bapel a little bit, right? That in Yonim that you have to have, so to speak, what it doesn't say, you need that element in order to be able to answer a person, in order to understand different matzavim. What does it mean a shas and chak? What does it mean a lechatchila, b'diavad? So we try to bring it in a way that is tangible, the learning that you do is tangible in halacha l'maisa. It's something that does not just stay in the svarim, but you take your knowledge and you're able to apply it in a very practical way. The shiurim, definitely, there's also, if somebody has a question in the middle of a shir, they're always welcome to ask. There's always discussions in the shiurim, so it's not a lecture. It's a chabura. We're learning together. What I enjoy the most is that you know every single person on the Zoom. If you see them in the street, it's not a stranger, right? It's somebody who you have a kesher with, that you're sitting with on the Zoom. 2 hours every week. It's a whole different. It's very special. It's a very, very special thing to be able to have this kasha with everyone. And then that's been again to the first part. The second part is the shimush, and again, the shimush is not at all something which is required. It's a cherry on top for those who need it in their kehillas. It's very important. If you have a kehillah and there's no rabbanim who are close by, it's definitely something which, how can you have a Jewish kehillah without such knowledge? But the seder usually is that you come in for a full week, you're fully immersed into it. It's 4 hours of intense shimush of going through thousands and thousands of matters. Then there's a mailing system. Participants are much more encouraged not to just rely on the mailing system, rather to come again and again and again. Whenever Shemesh is available, you see always there's Talmidim who did not yet do it, and many new Talmidim coming back to refresh, to do Chazar on matters, whatever it is. So that is on one foot my what I have to say.
Rabbi Kasimov. Being that this is our third year that we have the Hilchos Niddah course, our first class is almost finished. And tonight with us, we have one of the Talmidim from our first Hilchos Niddah class, which is soon going to be finishing. We're able to hear a live testimony from him, Rabbi Moshe Garari. Rabbi Garari? Oh, perfect. Microphone is yours.
Yeah. Shalom Aleichem, Rabbi Kasimov, and to everyone. I'm on my phone, so I don't really see who's on and what's on. But my name is Moshe Garari. I am on Shlichus in Toms River, New Jersey. And about 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, our Shlichus changed drastically, with a lot of frum people moving into the area. And just automatically, our responsibilities changed, and the things that we need to know, at least have not to paskin, at least to have knowledge and to know if it's a question, and to know where to look it up or who to talk to, became very, very important. So I joined last year the Leman Yilmudu course with Rabbi Kasimov, and my experience has been an only positive one. I have learned an incredible amount. And to be fair, I mean to be honest, when I was in Koilel, I spent almost an entire year learning with Rabbi Tziner. We used to go to Borough Park twice a week, my chavrusa and I. So I did come with some, it was over 20 years ago, but I came with some knowledge. And the amount of knowledge that I gained is absolutely incredible. Rabbi Kasimov is patient. He's very, very knowledgeable. He's constantly connecting the things we've learned previously to the things we've learned now. And I've gained an incredible amount of knowledge. I enjoy every single time. I look forward to it. It's like almost like a vacation in the middle of my week, and I can just block everything else out and focus for 2 hours on learning the concept of the Chabura. Yesterday, I bumped into one of our Chabura members, Rabbi Lou from Arizona, and he told me that he actually takes another course, not through Leman Yilmudu, and he said that one of the greatest advantages of Leman Yilmudu, on top of everything else, is the Chabura shaft. Pardon the Lakewood language, but the fact that we could talk to each other, we could interact with each other, ask questions, discuss it. Another very big advantage of Leman Yilmudu, and I haven't taken any others, so I'm not comparing to anything else, but it is the fact that there is a shiur, and it's not just you're listening to recordings, but it's live, and therefore it sort of pushes you to be there. And I know for myself that sometimes it's hard to go back and listen to something that you missed, because once you're outside of that island in time, all the other of life's responsibilities come up. So, but when you have that live shiur, you have to be there. And I'm sure if you're not there, you can always make it up. But that kvi is not just bisman, but kvi is benefesh. That this is a time that is dedicated to this. It keeps you up to date, keeps you learning, and it keeps you staying with the program. So even though I'm really here to talk to the the prospective new Talmidim, and I know Rabbi Kasimov is on, so I'll use it to give a yasher koach, a thank you to Rabbi Kasimov for being an incredible teacher. He has a passion in this. He enjoys this. He sometimes pushes us by bringing up questions that came to him, real live questions. He forwards it to a WhatsApp group, and it creates a whole discussion of what to say. He always points out also about not just to know what it says in Shulchan Aruch, but to know how to apply that in how to answer to a person. Sometimes you have to ask. It's not just is the answer yes or no, but who is asking? Why are they asking? Where's the question come from? Is there an area to be lenient in this specific case, or is this something that you have to, not be machmir, or sometimes be machmir, but stick to the letter of the law? There's a lot of practical guidance that comes along with it. It is an extremely valuable opportunity, and I encourage whoever can, even if you're on the fence and you're thinking enough time or you can't do it, it's 100% worth it, even if it means that you have to go off of WhatsApp for a little bit. So you have to make extra time in your life. It's something very valuable. Thank you, Rabbi Kasimov, and thank you, L'man Yilmedu, and the Eibishter should help in the schus of Limud HaTorah and the Havaya Imay Shehalacha Kemoisai, that we should be able to bring the Gula Amitis Vashlema. Take it from Yad Mamash.
Grace and Yeshua Koyach, Rabbi Garari. Right now, we're going to see a short video just explaining a little bit the structure, what's few unique points about L'man Yilmedu courses in general, and then afterwards I'm gonna discuss a few Nekudas Befratis about this course, followed by question and answer. I'm just going to share a video, just a second. Share.
At L'man Yilmedu, everything is done so that you will be successful in your studies. With top-notch Magidei Shiur, quality learning materials, and wide-ranging support, which makes success more feasible than ever. We stay with you all the way until the Chag HaSmicha, when you receive the long-awaited certificate, signed by the Rabbanim of our Vada Smicha. Before the semester begins, you will get a package with the learning material for the entire year. You will find the Shulchan Aruch booklets, detailed summary booklets, and booklets with charts and diagrams. For most courses, all the material is translated into English, except for advanced courses like Learning for Dayanis, where the material is in Hebrew. This enables someone who is not fluent in Hebrew to learn halacha on a high level. Along with the booklets, you will receive a folder with a pen and loose leaf to write summaries. In addition, if you join the Shechita or Safrus group, you will also get everything you need, including knives and Shechita stones, ink, a quill, and parchment. All of our shiurim take place live in the evening and are on Zoom, along with classes that take place in person at our study center in Crown Heights. This enables every student anywhere in the world to participate in the learning from home or the office, and to take part in a live shiur with questions and answers at a convenient time and with maximal ease. Before classes begin, we will send a detailed calendar with all the dates for classes for the year. In addition, 15 minutes before a shiur, we will send a reminder with Google Calendar with a Zoom link. Every student has a personal account on the site, which you can enter with a username and password. After every shiur, a video recording of the class is uploaded to the account, and an email is sent with a link to the class. This way, if you want to review the class, or in the event that you were unable to attend the class, you will be able to watch the recording the next day. In addition to the video recording, a link will be sent with an audio version that can be listened to as a podcast. So even while driving or doing work that does not allow you to watch a video, but allows you to listen, you can do so easily. Another useful tool that you will find on the site is a quiz which appears after every shiur with a number of questions and multiple choice format. You are not required to take the quiz, but it will help you see to what extent you master the material that was taught. In addition to the personal account on the site, there's a WhatsApp group for each class separately. This is an excellent way to be updated, be in contact with other students, ask questions about the material, and in general, to make the learning an experience of a shared journey with others doing the same thing. Every few months, each student is given the opportunity to show his progress in both written tests as well as oral tests conducted by Chashiva Rabbanim. Our staff is here to help you regarding any question you may have. The Magidei Shiur are available to answer questions on the material. The office staff does everything they can to help every student in every way.
Okay, perfect. So that was just a general overview of all of our courses. A few things I wanted to just underscore. It was mentioned before by Rabbi Garari that one of the unique things about the course, Niddah course, and all of our courses is that it's not just giving you learn these X amount of seifim, some simonim, and there'll be a test this day. Here's pre-recorded shiurim, but it's a class that we're learning. We're learning together, and as such, attending the shiurim live is a very, very, very integral part of our classes. I see some of the faces here. Many of them are in other courses, so you know already how that works. That it's every assigned day of the week, and that time is, if you want to be matzliach, that time needs to be kodesh kodashim. If it's 7 to 9, if it's 8 to 10, that time is designated for shiur. If a circumstance comes up, ideally you should be reaching out to myself or anybody else in the office to let them know that you're not attending. Tests, that wasn't mentioned in the video, but tests are a very, very important part of having hatzlacha in your limud, as you're setting yourself a goal, and that you, by this amount of time, you need to master this amount of simonim, and every 3 to 4 months there is a test on what's being learned. These tests are both written and oral tests, and both are mandatory in order to complete the course. As mentioned before, unique to this course, there's another aspect, which is the shimush, which is a week of intense study with Rabbi Kasimov. Again, that is it's not part of our test. It's not part of the oral test. It's a separate thing. And that's regarding that. Finally, in Imen Kemach Ein Torah, regarding the price of the course. So for those who are in any of our other courses, it's the same as any course. It's $3,300 for the year, divided into installments. Being that this course has 2 parts, the shimush and the actual course of the shimush is a separate charge, but just for the Hilchos Niddah course, it is $3,300. And Achron Chaviv, there's, for those who are attending the open house today, there is a 5% discount coupon that upon signing up to the course, you reach out and say that, oh, I was at the open house, and we will be entitled to that 5% coupon. Now it's questions and answers. Whatever I'll be able to answer, I'll answer. If it's directed to Rabbi Kasimov, Kasimov will answer. Floor is open. Unmute yourself if you have a question.
Good evening, Yerkhan and Klein. A few shilas. Number one is, in comparison to the regular smicha that I did, how much more, for lack of better words, grilling is there on the oral tests and the written tests?
My direct
That's the
question.
first question. That's the first question. The second question is, how much do we have to know from these halachas coming into it to be able to have hatzlacha? And if we struggle with the Hebrew part, is it something that we could go at our pace to learn it? Because we have nothing in English.
So I'll answer for both. From the first question, how much grilling by the tests? I usually like to say that the test is an opportunity for chazara, to review what you learned. As opposed to viewing it as a test, you should view it as an opportunity to go over everything that you learned. The questions that are being asked are on what you learned. It's not, sometimes the question may be more abstract. It really depends on the Rav who's testing, how he feels he wants to test. But ultimately, it's only going to be on the material that you learned, and maybe a little bit more in depth, but it's not, I don't believe that it's any more difficult than the regular smicha tests, as far as I understand. And in regards to knowing Lashon HaKodesh, so it is something which it is an important skill. Is it impossible to do it without? I wouldn't say it's impossible. It's important to be able to read the Chaimer, but since we're learning a lot of the material inside together, so that is definitely very helpful. And to do Chazara, one can always listen to the Shir and go along with the Shulchan Aruch and to understand the Torah and all the background of the halachis. Although it's definitely easier for somebody who is fluent in to be able to go through the texts on their own.
Thank you.
Ask a question.
Sure.
Just I know this is a very general question. So my name is Meir Schechter. On what level is the learning going to be at? It's a very general question, but if you can try to answer as best as you can.
The level is
Like,
going to be go
no,
ahead.
okay, because I'm saying specifically, I'm in Kaila right now, but I would whatever this I'm saying. This is something that I wanted to do. So
It's
I'm-
kind of level learning. It's kind of level
Okay.
learning. It's really getting to the foundations of the halachas, to understanding where it comes from, all the different opinions of the Rishonim and the Achreinim up until halach lamaisa. So it's definitely on a kala level
And
learning.
is there a meaning? I know that it's only an hour. It's 2 hours. Now it's
Yeah.
2 hours a week. But if I would want to do more, is there? Meaning, can I let's say, be in touch with you in the middle? Let's say I want to go a little more deep. Whatever it is that also an option?
Yeah, it's an option. It's an option. Many people in the other courses they post things on the chat, questions and learning, and that creates more discussion. Chulu. So it is something which is actually already done. That Kemat, all the Talmidim have a personal kasher outside of the shiurim. So
Okay, thank you very much.
I have one more Shaila. I saw there was an email about the Dayanos course. That's 4 years. Is this mixed into that 4-year course?
No. This is a separate course. This is the Hilchos Niddah course. Different.
So you don't get this in that if you do that course.
Exactly.
You don't get Shemesh Amaris and stuff like that.
Oh, no. That part of Yeridea, meaning the Simonim, whatever, Kuf Pei Dalid, through Simon Reish are not covered in the Dayanis course.
Is it okay if I reach out to the Rabbi Kasimov to give him my synopsis to see if he feels that it's something that's shayach? Dyslexic, ADHD, left yeshiva at 18. Lamon Yilmudu helped me get smicha at 43, me and Rabbi Akiva.
Giving a shout out to Laman Yimandu's other courses also.
100%. I did smicha with Rabbi Barber, was magnificent. And Rabbi Kasimov used the same line about the tests when he tested us and we were all pale. So he used the same line that it's chazara. Yeah. I got an easy question to Baruch Hashem.
Okay.
No, but on a personal level, you guided a family member of mine who had a terrible tragedy, also in these halachas. And I was, as a shliach in Florida, I was in awe of a Rav in Crown Heights having Zaydin Zipichkis, if that's the right word, like you had. And it was very, very touching. It was a very, very hard case of you, mamish. I wish that your answer to me in private is that I could get through this course with you. That's the long.
Okay. That's Hashem.
Moving on. Any other?
Thank you, Levi. Thank you,
There you
Rabbi
have it.
Kasimov. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Hold everybody. Shkayach.